All right, Shalom. I'm going to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect. Troublesome will not let up in 2023. And matter of fact, when you look at the different news articles, when you look at everything that's going on all across the world, things are going to get much worse. So this is from this was a news break article that was sent to me this morning, and as you can see in the groceries section, it says food shortages may get even worse in 2023. Here's why: inflation, environmental catastrophes, fertilizer scarcity continue to wreak havoc on our food system. If you are hoping the new year will mark a renewed era of abundance for the U.S. food system, we have some bad news. The various food shortages that defined the past 12 months, butter, baby formula, eggs, are not the only expected to continue, but experts are also predicting that they could get even worse in 2023. CNBC reports an economic recession is likely to hit the early months of the new year as inflation, environmental catastrophes, and an ongoing fertilizer shortage continue to wreak havoc. I believe 2023 is going to be rough, worse than this year. Tennessee dairy farmer, outspoken agricultural activist Stephanie Nash recently told Fox News, we're going to have a supply chain shortage. We're going to have an increase in our food prices at the grocery store, she claimed. Nash, a frequent critic of farming regulations, added that inflation is not expected to end anytime soon, as Americans are really going to be hurting in their wallet due to the increase in food costs. The supply chain is struggling to keep up with demand, according to the USDA. The global fertilizer crisis, prompted by Russia's invasion of Ukraine, has directly affected crop production for farmers. The government predicted that this situation will become more dire in 2023. And as you can see, when you go to the grocery store now, is, the price of eggs, the price of bread, and various different items has shot through the roof. Okay. Now, as she spoke about this whole Russia and Ukraine thing going on, I just typed this in real fast. It says, what food resources do Ukraine and Russia have? And it says Ukraine and Russia both play a major role in global food markets. They are net exporters of several of the leading cereal crops: wheat, maize, and barley. Both are also dominant exporters of sunflower oil, one of the world's dominant vegetable oils. Okay, and that's just going into some of the things, all right, that Russia, are known for dealing with the food aspect. Okay, and it goes a little bit more. Let's see. So we already mentioned that you see underlined was the wheat, corn, sunflower oil. Let's see what else they got down here. Okay, so let's sugar and sweeteners outlook. This is from June 22. Honey imports surged to meet U.S. demand. The fifth largest supplier was either Ukraine or Canada. In the last 2 years, it was the former. As with its major agricultural products such as wheat and oilseeds, Ukraine's honey production and exports may likely be reduced due to the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict. You see? So there you have it. Even within, those regions, and with this conflict they have going on, you see the results, okay, of the food markets behind their whole ordeal. Okay, and that's just one part of the problem. And there's many more problems happening all across the globe with different catastrophic events, you know, and just different things going on with countries, having trade wars, and things of that nature, what is causing a ripple effect all throughout the country within the food industry or food markets. Okay, so reading further down, it says, unfortunately, increasing environmental disasters are also contributing to the food shortages in a major way. Fox Business explains that California's devastating drought has led to empty rice fields and a 10% loss of valuable farmland. Simply put, lost agricultural revenues from lost crops means less money and land to produce the foods we place on our dinner tables. Everything from the milk industry around to almonds have been affected. The UC Davis agricultural economics professor Daniel Summer told Fox Business, as if that wasn't enough doom and gloom for you, MASH predicts that bread, vegetable oil, corn, remember Ukraine and Russia, butter, tomatoes, champagne, flour, beef, and more will be harder to find on grocery store shelves in 2023. And not just that, right? I got an article I sent to the chat. So you have that going on. So people already can't afford, to put meals on their table. The most average American is already living check to check. Okay. Then you have this, right? Now we're in a money section. It says layoffs are coming. Here's what to do if they hit your workplace. You see, so you have all these different, uh, the domino effects of all these different things taking place, right? All at once. So let's go get a scripture real fast. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes. And I believe it's verse. Is this what I want? Yep, right here. So book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 1, it says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Right? So now you want to remember that the days of thy creator now. Okay, you want to remember the days of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua before what? Before all hell break loose. Before extreme, right? The extremity of evils come upon the earth. Because this is what you're about to see. Whether you know it or not, you're about to see famine, pestilence, right? The earthquakes at diverse places that we already see the signs that Yahushua told the disciples of his return. Race wars, civil war, sedition among men, Jacob's trouble. Okay, all these different things. Verse 2, it says, while the sun or light, or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. And this is what you're about to see as the economy is going to continue to down spiral, and to the point where it's going to be, no one being able to work. Okay, this is what you're going to see of the grinders ceasing. Okay, the loss of jobs. Verse 4, and the door shall be what? Shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. Okay, even so when you go back then in the scriptures, when there was grinding in the city, okay, there was a city that was working. Okay, but all that's going to be put to a minimum very soon. It says that he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Yeah, there's going to be no more mirth in the city. Okay, it's going to come upon a time where it's going to be nothing but lamentations, mourning, and woe. Now let's further get the book of Isaiah chapter 19. Verse 8, it says, the fishers also shall mourn, and all they that cast angle on the brook shall lament, and they that spread nets upon the waters shall languish. You see? So it's not, these catastrophic events is not only affecting, you know, the farming industry. It's affecting the whole the food industry. It's on down to your water your creatures, okay, that are in the sea, the creatures that are in the air, the fowls in the air, but also onto the land, dealing with the cattle. You see, all these different things are taking place at once, and it's just back to back to back. Which is going to affect who? Which is going to affect a random person who likes to stuff their face every day. There's another one. I can't think of it, but let's just get this for now. Let's go to the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 13. It says, let's start at verse 12. It says, Egypt shall mourn, right? America, Babylon the Great is also spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. And the foundation of it shall be smitten with a plague and a punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. You see, so the judgment that's about to come to America, Babylon the Great, this is from on high, right? So this whole what I want to say, this not the motto, but the quote, so to speak, God bless America, that's a lie, right? Because the Most High about to bring a punishment upon this place. Verse 13, it says, they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting in hell and with the fearful constellation. You see that? So a lot of people are going to be in a mournful spirit very soon. Verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, evading one another. They shall not regard the kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. So as I mentioned, there's going to be different wars going on. Ultimately, we know the end game is going to come from World War III, but before all that take place, you want to have you want to have riots and race wars and a civil war, okay, and all hell breaking loose out in the streets, right? Sedition among men are rebelling against the powers that be, the government. Okay, a man should desire to go into a city. You're going to have a lot of bridges and roads blocked off. Okay, where you're not going to be able to enter at your free leisure. Okay, that's going to be out. So verse 19, it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of what? Because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. You see, so the times are going to get bad, man. The times are going to get horrible where these things are going to take place, and it's going to become a dog-eat-dog world. You see, so going on back into this money article, says layoffs are coming. Here's what to do if they hit your workplace. And it's just going to try to give you, some type of, advice if it does take place. But what could you do? If you start to get laid off, what could you do? And like I said, a lot of people, are living paycheck to paycheck roughly in America, Babylon the Great. So things is about to get bad out here. It's getting to the point where people can really can't afford and enjoy, their money now because they got to spend it every chance they get. Paying their bills, between putting food on the table. A lot of sacrifices is being made, through people's livelihoods with this little bit of money that they're being paid at their job, with the cost and the cost of living is shooting out the roof. Yeah, people are going to start to get real anxious and antsy out here on these streets, and they're going to want answers. And they're going to start taking matters into their own hands. Even with this whole, that Buffalo snowstorm, yeah, people were looting. People were looting. They figured, you know what? This is the time where I gain advantage. Let me run in here and get some of the stuff I need. Who gonna stop me? No one's out here to police the streets. The people in the store, they trying to head home and loot and get the stuff they need to help, their situation as well too. You see, so it's a downturn for America Babylon the Great coming real soon. 2023 gonna be 2023 gonna be a hell of a year, man. I'm telling you. So just a quick hit, Lord will help us edify. Until next time, I want to say shalom.